Well, just finished training and teaching my client. Had an intro lesson. We got a new student. That's always awesome when someone joins the clan and ready to start their martial arts journey with me. I'm always grateful for that. But anyway, time to do the next thing, which is in my last video, if you watched, I said I'm like evaluating a laundromat right now, and I am in contract to buy, but I'm still in the due diligence phase. So during this phase, I try to go as often as possible and just kind of hang out in the neighborhood and get a vibe for the area that I'm gonna start operating in. This is a small laundry, and when I say small, I'm saying like, 12 washers, 12 dryers, super small. I don't expect to get a lot of walk-in traffic of basically people doing self-service, but what I do think I can excel at is offering pickup and delivery in the area, and also people coming in and dropping off their laundry. So that is my goal, to really build this business that way, and I think there's a lot of potential, and I'm going to show you why once I get there. And like I said, I'm pretty excited about it. I've pretty much been going every day and checking it out. Luckily, I've been on vacation from my full-time job from the Army, and so it's afforded me to be able to like really dig my teeth into this and sink my nails in and figure out a game plan and how I'm going to acquire this thing and hit the ground running, because I want to be super aggressive with this and get it to making income as soon as possible. And so I've been doing some calculations. I'll show you how I'll do that a little later, but basically how I come up with the numbers that I think the store is going to make, and how long I think it'll take me to get there. So with this particular store, I'm thinking about a year, and I should be right at break even. And I'm saying break even is what I'm expending per month. Now, obviously, I'm going to do my best to get there faster, but it is what it is. Pickup and delivering and running a laundry is probably one of the easier businesses, but don't be fooled. It takes some skills, and a lot of times that skill is just showing up and doing the thing that nobody else wants to do. So, I'm going to take you through all those things. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to drive. I got about a 15-minute drive. I'm not going to talk at you for the whole time, so I'm going to take a pause here and tune back in once I get there. So this is what it's like to drive through North Jersey, specifically North Bergen County. All these towns, they're nice, but they pretty much look the same. And if I made you close your eyes and I took you somewhere and dropped you off in North Jersey, it'd be very difficult to tell what town in Jersey. But it is nice. I like living up here. Great school systems, nice people, kind of a quiet life. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Well, we're here at the laundry, and it's very sleepy. So typically a Sunday is probably the busiest day at a laundromat, and this one is completely dead, which is good and bad. The good part is I can get it for cheaper than her asking price, but the bad part is that means I gotta hustle and really build this business. So I'm gonna show you back. All right, so this is the area. You see there's a pretty big CVS. Up there you can see that there's some apartment buildings, huge CVS, and then that's the laundromat. And then we got some accompanying businesses around, but all in all, fairly dead. All right, so now we're in the laundry. You see it's got quite a few machines that are not working. This is a sign that the owner is not very active. So when you're evaluating a laundromat, one of the ways you can tell the enthusiasm of the business owner is if the machines work, because the machines are the only way that you can make money, is having machines that work. So you see there's a lot of machines that don't work. I've been coming here every day for the past 2 weeks, and this stain, this spill has been there. So that means that no one's cleaning the machines on a regular basis. When you own a laundry, you quickly understand that the cleaning the machines has to be a religion, all right? Soap and softener is super corrosive, and you want to get that off of the metal as soon as possible. You don't want that stuff to sit in there, all right? So you can see this thing hasn't been updated in a long time. Both of these are old. I would say this soap dispenser is probably close to 20 years old, and this is probably not very far behind. But you know, it still works. That's a lot of the great thing about a lot of the laundry stuff. It's mechanical, it breaks, but you can also fix it. All right, so I'm gonna sign off for now. I'm gonna walk down the street and kind of show you the area. So as we leave the laundry and we walk down the street, you can see that there's several apartment buildings, all right? So this is a pretty big one. I expect to get some clients from here fairly easy. Across the street, there's another larger apartment complex. So one of the things that I do when I'm looking at apartment complexes and trying to figure out if a laundry can be successful here is I look for dryer vents, all right? So, you know, this is a pretty old building. I don't know if it's pre-war, but it's pretty old. And you see that it has no dryer vents, meaning that the plumbing and building cannot support having washers and dryers for all of the apartments. And this goes down probably a couple of blocks. So that's a good thing. That means there's a lot of renters here that need to wash their clothes somewhere, and they're going somewhere. Either they're dropping it off, or they're using pickup and delivery, or they're washing it at another bigger, more popular, cleaner laundromat. So there's potential. All right, so the other part of evaluating a laundromat, you want to see what the kind of big businesses are that are around there. So this particular one has a huge hospital. I think this is Hackensack Hospital. Anyway, it's a very big complex, and it's not that you're gonna get the dirty laundry from the hospital, because you don't want that. You can't process that in a laundromat, and they most likely have their own facilities, right? But what you can get is you know, all these working professionals, they all need their laundry done. So if you look at all these cars, all these people are coming. This is Sunday. All these people are coming, and they're working, right? So they're working 8, 12-hour shifts, and they may not have time to do their own laundry. So this is a potential income source where you'll solve a problem for these people for getting their laundry done. You know, you can even offer same-day service. They drop it off in the morning, and when they get off from their shift, they come pick it up, or whatever. You know, they can drop it off at night and pick it up in the morning. It's lots of options. All right, so that kind of concludes what we're gonna do today. A lot of the preliminary work has already been done before I started this channel, but anyway, I'm gonna kind of take you through my process. So we got to see the laundromat. It's pretty small. We walked around the neighborhood a little bit, saw the supporting apartments, supporting business, which I think is the hospital. A lot of working professionals that don't have time to do their laundry. So those can be potential customers for drop off or pick up and delivery, just depending on how we do it. And you know, when you're looking at laundry, you can pretty much go up and down the street and you know, find things that are going to support your theory of how well or how not well something would do. So I think this is a fairly good area. There was another laundry I was looking at that was in Jersey City that would have been a home run, but the owners are not so forthcoming with the gross income, and it makes it harder to evaluate. They're just a little bit more difficult to deal with. But, you know, it's always good in going into these things to have, you know, several plans, plan A, plan B, plan C. So this is probably my plan C. My plan A was to just renovate a warehouse space next to my existing laundry so I could expand for the pickup and delivery that way. That didn't work out. Then my plan B was to buy a functioning laundromat in a busy area and run a laundromat and expand the pickup and delivery. That didn't really, or it's not working out so far. And then my plan C was just to buy a really small one that's right across the bridge. When I say the bridge, I mean George Washington Bridge going into the city, New York City. Right across the bridge, and expand that way so my drivers could go into the city at night and do pickup and delivery, and also service you know, North Bergen a little easier. So, you know, I had 3 plans. It seems like the third one is going to work out the best. But, you know, again, we'll have to wait and see. It's not done until I got the keys in my hand and I'm taking the quarters out of the machine. All right. I'll see you later.